Hello, good viber. How are you doing? And if you notice your girl Esther Joy's eyes are red, that's because she's been crying. Why have I been crying? Because the state of the world makes me sad. And we're going to talk about that, and we're going to meditate on how we can best transmutate and transform the energy that is presented to us at this time. Because I don't know about you, but I'm feeling massive pressure in my life at this time, and I think we all can feel this. Okay, so I just wanted to talk about it a little bit because I feel led to talk about and share what's on my heart. Okay, so let's just get into it, and then we'll get into the meditation. Okay, so listen to me, good viber. Listen to me. You know that we're living during a crazy time. You can see what's going on. You've probably watched the news, or you have some kind of social media that you can get a clue of what is going on. Things are really getting wild, okay? And it doesn't look like it's gonna stop anytime soon. In fact, it looks like we are just seeing the stage being set for the play that we are about to witness. So, with that being said, what can we do about it? Okay, so let's talk about a few things in this video. The first one is division. There has been a lot of division in the past couple of months that we've seen, whether it's black and white, or red and blue, or other colors of the rainbow that aren't even opposites. They be kind of getting at it, okay? There's some polarization that we see happening where two sides are going at it, okay? In so many ways. So just take a moment to reflect on the polarization that you may have seen in your own life. What does that look like? You can see this maybe in your family during the conversations that you're having, the different opinions. Even with genders, we are seeing that polarization. And interestingly enough, it's almost as if with this polarization, the two sides are flipping, okay? And what does this mean? Well, around a year ago, I heard that the Earth's poles are actually shifting, that north is becoming south, and I found that to be really interesting. That was now in my theory of everything class, and I kind of trusted the professor that was telling us this because he seemed to be know-it-all. But hey, there are lots of placebo effects, and that could have been one of them. But it still does not escape my mind, and I think about it a lot. And when I look at the world, it kind of makes sense. The things that we once thought were so solid and secure are literally now fleeting and falling at our feet. The idea of a man and the idea of a woman is now becoming flipped into something totally different. So there are a lot of different polarizations that we're seeing. The idea of what health looks like also seems to be flipping. The idea of what connection looks like. There are so many different ways. And again, we could say that this is a part of the new earth being birthed. Now, I'm not going to put any labels on it. I just want to share what I'm seeing with you, fam, because I know that you've probably seen it. We're going to just take a moment to acknowledge the different kind of polarizations that we've seen, the weird things that are going winky wonky all over the place. And in this time of uncertainty, I think it's important to just note that you aren't crazy. You're not alone, and we see what's going on too, possibly. Maybe that's why you're watching this video. You're in the right place. Anyways, so the next thing we're going to talk about, we're just going to jump into the jibbity jabbity jabber. So I want to say that, again, there's a lot of division going on. And this is another part that we see very strongly divided. Now, I've seen many people on both sides share their view or their opinion. Of course, there's so much news on both sides kind of fueling the fire, which is creating, without you even knowing it, this subconscious trigger of, oh my gosh, this is so bad. And so when certain people say trigger words, they trigger certain emotions that cause you to act without even thinking about it. So with that being said, this is something I do want to acknowledge. Now, I believe that we are all divinely created beings, and I want to just note that beautiful subscriber, shout out, bro. Thank you for emailing me and just telling me what's up. Was kind of concerned with their connection and their relation. You know, when you have one person that is and one person who is not, and there might be some kind of division, because that is what, if you look at the news and other information sources, is kind of what's going on with the polarizations getting stronger. And it's important for you to be a bridge at this time. What does a bridge look like? It doesn't mean, really and truly, you're not here to convince anyone of anything. You are just here to have control over your life and the choices that you make. That means you are allowed to consume whatever kind of content you want. The choices are yours. You will just be planting seeds to the fruits that you will eat. Okay? So with that being said, respect people, okay? If someone got jabbed, that doesn't mean they're not a person. And someone doesn't get jabbed, that doesn't mean they're not a person. Okay? That doesn't mean either side is evil and conniving. Like, we are all in this together, and I think that there's a lot of projection because there is a lot of fear being spread, okay? So now we're on to the fear, okay? There's a lot of fear being spread, and the fear looks like a lot of things. So my friend, just take a moment to acknowledge any fear in your life, whatever that looks like, okay? And it's okay, and I honestly feel like I'm gonna cry, so come on, don't do that to me, all right? But I feel it, okay? It's okay. And know that there is a reason you are able to be aware of the fear. Now, it's actually a treasure when you are aware of the fear, because the fear is no longer blinding you to it, okay? And when you are blinded by fear, you act impulsively through emotion in a way to run away from fear. When you accept that, okay, hey, I might actually be fearful, it's okay. Fear has a place. And this brings me on to the next thing, which is the fear of God. Now, this is very, very noted in Revelations, and let me just tell you right now that that's for another video, because I don't want to get too deep into it, okay? Hold your breath. Okay. So take a seat with me now. We've talked about a lot of things. It's okay. There's a lot of scary things happening. And if you get caught up in the physical realm, then you can find your physical self being very, very nervous and scared. My dog wants me to let him out now. So we're going to take a moment to bring ourselves into this moment and meditate. Now, you might like meditating or you might not like meditating, so we're going to make this as easy as possible and as simple as possible to make this as enjoyable as possible. So just find a spot wherever you are. You're probably already found a spot to watch, most of this video, so just be aware of where you are. Your body might feel slightly tense, or maybe it feels rather relaxed. Maybe you feel fidgety in your fingers or arms, your toes, your legs, your calf. Just bring awareness to it. You don't have to stop if you don't want to, just be aware. And now we're going to bring awareness to our breath. As you breathe, allow yourself to really feel what emotions are coming up. There's a lot, and I want to take this moment to set an intention with you for our meditation. So as we breathe, let's bring awareness to this intention. This might be certain energy you want to let go of or transmute. As you exhale, just be at peace where you are. Relax your body more and more. Allow that intention to sink in and be acknowledged. breathing in again at your own pace, no rush. Just slowly breathing in, holding for just a moment, and breathing out fully at a soft, long pace. Feeling your body relax as you just bring awareness to it. You don't have to do anything, just as long as you're comfy wherever you are. I want you to bring awareness to the room that you're in. Do you feel safe? Right now in this moment, take a nice breath in at your own pace. As you exhale, bring awareness to your lower body. Scan from your toes to your feet to your ankles for any tension. Just bring awareness there and allow your awareness to melt the tension. And with each exhale, the tension just floats away and allows itself to become more loose and able for you to trust that it is transforming into energy of a higher desired state. Just breathing gently, you don't have to do anything. It's just naturally going at its own pace, allowing this energy within your awareness to be transformed. You might feel your ankles and your calf, your shins, your knees. You might feel certain tension, or you might feel extra relaxation. Just bring awareness, and if you feel any thoughts that come into your mind as you just bring awareness to this part of your body which is always with you and supporting you, you can allow the thoughts to just let go. You can allow yourself to be present. You're safe right now. Feel your thighs and feel all the way up to your groin. And bring awareness to something that you would like to release. Maybe this is an idea that you're holding on to very tightly. Maybe this is something in the physical realm that is obstructing your soul's freedom. Remember, you are a part of an infinite divine creator, and your multidimensionality surpasses the physical limitations that you experience. So as you breathe, just taking a nice, soft, gentle inhalation. You can relax your lower body and let go of whatever it is in your mind you would like to. It's okay if it wants to say goodbye. You don't have to do anything. Just breathe. And as you inhale through your nose, allow new energy to be welcomed in and opened, filling your tummy with beautiful light and relaxation. Feeling that grow from the back of your spine up to your chest. I know. It's okay. Allow your body to relax for a moment and observe your heart space. Observe your heartbeat. You are alive. Feel your shoulders, the back of your neck, your arms, your palms, the back of your hand, your fingers. Take a moment to acknowledge how versatile Take a moment to acknowledge where you would like to use this part of your body, your hands. What would you like to make? What are you opening space for to receive and to give? We can take a deep inhalation at your own pace and feel that inhalation assist in relaxing your body even more, relaxing your jaw and your throat, your tongue, your ears, and relaxing the temples at the sides of your eyes, as well as your third eye. Take a moment to see what it is you would like to do with your time, who you may like to visit, and how you would like to create with your hands. You don't have to think too hard. Just inhale and allow yourself to acknowledge as you exhale, knowing that it will show itself in due time. Now let's finish by taking a nice big breath in, stretching our body. It is okay to not be okay in the uncertainty. Allow yourself to give yourself the gift of time and to spend more time understanding where you are and who you are, because you are here to change the world. Namaste. Thank you for joining me in doing such powerful energetic work. God bless.